Good morning, welcome back to another vlog. This is gonna be a very December Christmassy week in my life. I have some Christmas activities towards the end of the week, which will be fun, and I'll show you guys my little Christmas decorations around the house. And we'll go through a week in my life as a dentist. It is Monday morning at 5:30 and I'm in my gym attire with my robe because it's December and it's chilly. I got this from Justin for Christmas last year and I literally wear it every morning. But we're gonna make some breakfast and then I like to leave by 6 o'clock for a morning workout. I pretty much go to the gym every Monday morning consistently, which is great. I'm working on more consistency throughout the rest of the week. I usually go probably 3 to 4 times a week, just not always in the morning, which is fine. But my ideal is to get it done in the morning, and I'm very good about doing it on Mondays. I just kind of don't give myself an option. I'm definitely tired today, so it's one of those things like you need to do it even when you're tired. And it's like, I know I'm not like physically tired because I'm coming off the weekend. So it's just my body not being used to waking up this early because I get up around like 8 or 8:30 during the weekends. So getting up at 5 is a little bit of a stretch, but then your body gets used to it again and it's all good. December 9th today, and we have this week and next week of work, and then we're off for 2 weeks. So I really only have 4 days this week, and next week I'm actually working 5 days, which is good because these have been fairly low earning months just because we don't have a lot of weeks of patient care with November and December. So I picked up an extra day because the other doctors weren't available. It's Tuesday. Obviously, I had a busy day yesterday. I did not film a lot. I had a really good day at work. It was fairly productive. I didn't anticipate it to be, but we had some same-day treatment with limited exams, like people we could just do a quick filling on then to make them happy. So that was really nice. And then I also did a lot of periodic exams. So pretty much I was never really at my desk, which is not the norm for me so far. I've still been kind of having a lot of downtime between patients the past few months, but yesterday was good. I was up and moving pretty much the whole day, and I had enough time to get my notes done, but not too much time to be sitting around, so it was really perfect. But because of that, I didn't have any time to really film anything. Had a patient for a crown, core and crown, and a few different kids I saw for exams, some for treatments. I did several quads for a kid, so that took up some time. Yeah, the day just kind of flew by. It was very busy, and then after work I had to run some errands to ship a Christmas gift, do a return, and pick something up from the pharmacy, as well as an appetizer for a party I'm going to Thursday night, a holiday party. So by the time I got back from that, which was an hour later than I normally get home, and the fact that I went to the gym in the morning, which was good, but I was tired and I did not feel like vlogging. So happy Tuesday, and I'm eating breakfast now. I'm actually up 20 minutes earlier than I usually get up because I'm gonna leave early to go to the local coffee shop by work to pick up gift cards for all the girls at my office. I really could not think of anything good enough to give the other associate and the other 2 owner doctors. I'm giving everyone a Christmas card handwritten with a little note to them, specifically each person on the team as well as the doctors, but I just couldn't think of like a monetary gift to give them. Gift card just seems insignificant. And then they're people that are just so grateful and not materialistic that I just don't think physical material gifts matter much to them. So it just seemed like a waste of resources to just go buy some gimmicky thing because they're just not going to use it. They're very simple and they use what they have and they don't need a lot. So I am just going to give them a very, very heartfelt note thanking them for everything over the past 6 months. But the team, I know they will appreciate gift cards to the local coffee shop that has coffee, pastries, lunch, and things like that kind of right across the street from the office. So I'm gonna give one of those to everyone, again, along with a handwritten note specific to them. But I don't even really know off the top of my head what's on my schedule for today. I will try to get some more pictures. I think there's a patient with 2 core and crowns, and then some fillings, and also a pediatric patient, I believe, for filling extraction and space maintainer. So I don't love doing extractions on the kiddos because they don't like it, but you know, each time I think it'll get easier for me, and that means it'll be even quicker and smoother for them. But one step at a time, so we will take on this Tuesday together. Okay, we just got back from the gym. We were very, very quick trip. We're gonna make some dinner. It's very late, 8 o'clock. I ate my actual dinner before we went, but I'm gonna cook some food for Justin for tonight and then for the week. When I got back from work, I hopped right on our financial planner call. That was about an hour and 15 minutes. And then we went to the gym and now it's already 8 o'clock. Still didn't get a lot of clips at work. It was another busy day, which I think is a good thing. The little bit I was showing with the 3D printer was for a bridge case that I'm doing next week. I'm kind of being mentored with the other associate who does really nice aesthetic work through the case and working with his special lab that he likes out of Dubai, very fancy. And he's kind of walking me through the process for that so that if I have any other anterior cases as they come, I'll know how his lab works and what the process is like. I've done a few other bridges that are kind of in the aesthetic zone, but they were for patients that didn't really care too much. So we did those ones in-house. This will be my first time working with that lab. But the rest of the day was just really, really busy, lots of restorative, and went into lunch doing notes and things, so didn't have a lot of time to pick up the phone and film anything, but we'll see what we get up to tomorrow. It's another very busy day, and Thursday is also very busy. I think the rest of the month, which is next week, and the rest of this week is gonna shape out to be that way with everyone trying to get in before the year end. Happy Wednesday. I have my oatmeal started in the microwave for breakfast. I do have a question though I want to ask, especially because I live in Michigan, so like fruit's very seasonal, but I love fruit and specifically berries. So what do you guys do in the winter time when berries are like out of season? They sell them most of the time at the store, but they don't taste good. So what do you guys do? Like for oatmeal, because it's warm, I put like a little bit of frozen blueberries on it, and then they kind of become a normal temperature once I mix them in. But I've never tried it with frozen strawberries, because strawberries are my favorite. So I don't know if that would be good. Or like, what do you guys do for fruit? I have usually like apples, bananas this time of year, and to be honest, you guys, I don't know why those just don't hit the spot as much. So what do you do for fruit? How do you get like a variety of colors and nutrients through that? Or do you just not and you suck it up and have more vegetables? Let me know. I just love fruit. So that's the question of the day. Leave a comment. What do you guys do in the winter or off seasons for fruit? And then today at work, just grab my oatmeal here. We have just myself and the other associate kind of running the show because the other two doctors are away at a training. So that means that me and Dr. Bono will be running 2 columns each. Interesting things I have today. I totally told you the wrong things yesterday too, but that's okay. I do have a patient for crowns. I have a couple limiteds. I have a limited patient coming in that was referred from another dentist that would not treat them because they are in a wheelchair and can't transfer. But we do have a room that's kind of a flex space that does have handpieces and suctions and things. So my goal is to take care of this patient. He needs 2 extractions according to the referral and the x-ray that was sent to us. So I'd really like to be able to provide care. But we'll just have to see, make sure that it's all safe, make sure that the teeth are gonna move, make sure that health history is okay. I already went through, it's an extensive list of medications, but none of them are really contradictory to an extraction. No like diabetes, blood pressure problems, just other problems. So that was good. So I'm optimistic that we'll be able to do it for them, and the goal would be to do it today because it's very difficult for the patients and their family to arrange transportation for the patient to get here. So the goal is to evaluate and treat those painful breaking teeth and get them out so that the patient can be healthier and comfortable. So we're really hoping that will work in the afternoon. And then I think I have some new patients and yeah, just mostly little fillings, restorative things, but I do think I have a crown on the agenda as well. Wednesday evening, back from work. I'm making one of my very classic go-to easy meals. Frozen pasta with frozen salmon with frozen green beans. Requires very little effort. I've shown you guys how I do the salmon in the air fryer, but I do spicy honey, paprika, for this case Italian seasoning, garlic, onion powder, pepper, and then air fry that, and then top it on the pasta, have some vegetable on the side, and it's delish. And Thursdays, tomorrow, is gonna be our short day. We're always done around 1 or 2-ish. I have a very full schedule. Today was good. This whole week was super busy, which is so interesting, but I think it's just that end of the year, getting everyone in. And it's cool because if this week was every week, I would pretty much be like achieving my production goals and like income goals and everything. And I was really happy because everything worked out today. For first, I was a little just like nervous, not like I didn't think I could do it, but hoping everything was gonna run smoothly for 2 procedures. First was in the morning with the little girl with the extraction, and she did great. And then the second one was the patient in a wheelchair, and he also did a wonderful job. We were able to accomplish that for him despite him not being able to transfer into the chair and like other offices not wanting or feeling capable to accommodate him. And I was glad that we could do that to take care of his pain and infection and everything, and that was just a very like fulfilling moment for me. And honestly, we had to take 2 teeth out next to each other, 19 and 20, and 20 came out so quick, but I spent a long time on 19. And long always feels long when you're in there trying to take a tooth out, but when you look at the clock, it hasn't even been that long. But it was a struggle, and I kept saying in my head, because I knew there was another doctor in the office, and like I have had other doctors come in and help finish extractions for me before, only maybe 3-4 times. So I don't resort to that very often at all, and that's the only time I've ever had someone come in for help was for those. But I was like, I can do this. There's no reason I can't. It just is gonna take more time because the tooth was not mobile at all, and I didn't have anything to elevate against. And I wasn't able, well, I could have sectioned it, but it didn't really make sense in this case. I just had to be very persistent, back and forth with my different forceps, getting some mobility, and eventually we got it out. And I was so proud of myself for doing that successfully when it was a hard scenario and being able to take care of this patient. Like, just so much gratitude and joy with all of that. And then when I got home, it's a bad snow again. We had a snow day last Thursday from work, which I never expected to ever get snow days or days off from work as a dentist, but we did have one off because a lot of the team has childcare and stuff that was canceled, so they wouldn't have been able to work, and a lot of patients would have canceled. But tomorrow, as of now, we're assuming we have work. It's really coming down out there, so I drove a little bit slower home. I'm not going to the gym today because little unsafe conditions out there. Gonna make dinner now, but we're already about 6:15 because right when I got home, we hopped on a call with the builders for our house that we're working on. If you watched my check-in video, the last one, I gave some updates about that. We're in the planning phase of the floor plan. We finalized the interior plan today, so basically the floor plan, and then that's gonna allow the builder to go ahead and work on, with the designer, all the exterior and elevation and all of that stuff for us to approve. And then once we approve everything, it goes to the bank. Once the bank approves it, the builders can start taking out the money and start building the house. So we'll see when that all starts, especially with the holidays. It's like mid-December right now, so I don't anticipate things starting till probably end of January or in February, but who knows how quickly things will keep moving. We'll see. And it's weird, I wouldn't have even thought you could like build a house in the snow in the winter, but apparently people do it all the time and it's fine. So I'm excited to see what happens with all of that. We got one more day to show of work. I know I've barely been showing anything, but I'm so busy and I'm not gonna prioritize taking out my phone to film stuff, and I can't film any patient info or actual patient stuff. So a little limited, but I can always tell you guys what we did at work. I also had crowns, fillings, all of that today, as well as other extractions, plus the kiddo and the one I already told you about. So typical day of general dentistry, and then tomorrow is jam-packed as well. It's from our normal time 8, but then we end early at 1, and I have a Christmas party in the evening, so I will 7:30, and I am not already at work because it's a snow day. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not surprised because these snowy conditions are worse than last week when we did get a snow day. But I am surprised, like I said, because the owner doctors are out of town, and I knew like myself and the associate wouldn't really call it a snow day. But I was thinking the office manager, who's been there a very long time, would probably call it a snow day, but I didn't want to get my hopes up. And it's like bittersweet. I'm mostly sweet because I mean, who doesn't love a snow day? But you think about like, oh, I had X amount of dollars on my schedule, and therefore I'm making X amount of less dollars this month. I'm gonna just cozy up and enjoy it. I have plenty of things to get done here. We'll get some stuff ready for the holiday party I'm going to tonight, the Christmas party, with my coworker and then some of her friends and family that I'll get to meet, as well as I think a couple other coworkers will be there. We have to bring 3 gifts valued $10 for a game we'll be doing, and you'll leave with 1 to multiple gifts depending on like how you do in the game kind of thing, like a game of luck. And then we also have to bring an appetizer to share, and I'll be making spinach and artichoke dip. And then today, throughout the day, I have a book I can read that I need to get back to the library virtually soon enough here so I could finish that book. I need to work on my sourdough starter because I want to bake tomorrow morning. So I need to feed it today and then let it proof overnight. And then lastly, our financial planner sent us some more resources to work on in the meantime till we meet next month. So I'll probably go into all of those and different things for like tracking our spending that we can use. So I'm looking forward to seeing what those numbers come out to, because I think with spending, you kind of know your baseline expenses that come in every month, but there's always, always, always at least one, if not many, things that you don't spend the same every month, but things come up, like something for your car, you have to book a flight, or it's a occasion and you're buying a nice gift, just like random things, right? So I'm interested to see how much we're really spending compared to our baseline, what we think we're spending. First, I'm gonna make myself some pancakes and a really cute, cozy snow day breakfast and coffee and just cozy on up, and then we'll move over to my computer later on and get some stuff done. I don't think I showed you guys on YouTube, but I got a beautiful iMac desktop and I love it, and that is thanks to y'all. And the reason that I can do that is certainly thanks to you all for supporting YouTube and supporting the podcast, and it's a little business expense, business investment for my social media podcast platforms. So I've been loving it though. It's so nice to have a bigger screen, and it's so HD compared to just using like a monitor plugged into my Mac laptop. And my newer Mac laptop is still 4 years old, so the processor was getting a little slow with editing, so it's nice to get something fresh and new that's quick again for editing content. And I also love the webcam is super high quality, so that when I'm doing the video version of my podcast, they're high quality. And if you have not gone on Apple Podcasts or Spotify to listen to the podcast, you can also listen to them on YouTube. I don't always get the video version up there, but you could still listen to the audio like in the background if you search Download Podcast, even on YouTube. They will be there if that's like an easier platform for you to use. This is a very long vlog, but let's just keep it rolling. Today of getting things done around the house. Friday, I have a podcast guest tomorrow that I'm recording, so I do need to get them questions today so that they can be prepared for that. And I also have a facial as a Christmas gift from Justin tomorrow at a spa, and that's gonna be our like Christmas Eve. So he was wrapping my presents last night in those, and then those ones are ones that I wrapped for him. So we will get to open those on Saturday morning, will be our Christmas. Like I said, because I'll be traveling, we won't be together for actual Christmas. We have Christmas Eve tomorrow in festivities around here, probably watching like cute movies, make a nice dinner at home, cozy up, and then Saturday and Sunday we're doing different Christmas activities in our town and then in a nearby bigger city, Grand Rapids, to go to their Christmas market. So I'll just put in some clips. So those were the clips of my festive little weekend. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss it.